severe thunderstorm was located near Norwalk Islands, moving east at 20 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and large hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Large hail could result in structural damage. The severe thunderstorm will be near Penfield Reef around 3:25 p.m. Stratford Shoal at Bridgeport around 3:35 p.m. Mouth of the Housatonic River around 3:40 p.m. Boaters should seek safe harbor immediately until the storm passes. Wind gusts 34 knots or greater, large hail, high waves, lightning, and heavy rain are expected with this storm. If caught on the open water, stay below deck if possible. Keep away from ungrounded metal objects. Here's the forecast. In eastern Pennsylvania until 4 p.m. At 4:14 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along the line extending from near Skidtop to near Jonas, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damage to roofs, siding, trees, and power lines is possible. Locations impacted include Newton, Hopatcong, East Stroudsburg, Ketchtown, Blairstown, Bangor, Mount Arlington, Franklin, Stanhope, Penn Argyll, Hamburg, Nitcong, Ogdensburg, Sussex, Hope, East Bangor, Branchville, Andover, Stormville, and Wary Lake. This includes the following highways: Interstate 80 in Pennsylvania between mile markers 298 and 314. Interstate 80 in New Jersey between mile marker 0 and 23. Interstate 380 in Pennsylvania near mile marker 0. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Here is the
Whoop, I missed that.
Northwestern Bucks County in southeastern Pennsylvania, southern Northampton County in eastern Pennsylvania until 5:30 p.m.
Okay.
At 4:40 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Neves, or 9 miles northwest of Allentown, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damage to roofs, trees, and power lines is possible.
These are off.
Allentown, Easton, Bethlehem, Forks, Northampton, Wilson, Tullatown, Nazareth, Slatington, Bath, Alpha, Walnutport, Ferndale,
Go off, please.
West Easton, Milford, Bloomsbury,
damn it.
Regalsville, Steuben, and
I'm losing my
Glendale.
voice.
This includes the following highways: northeast extension between mile markers 56 and 71. Interstate 78 in Pennsylvania between mile markers 52 and 76. Interstate 78 in New Jersey between mile markers 0 and 8. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The coastal waters forecast from Sandy Hook, New Jersey to Fire Island Inlet, New York out 20 nautical miles. For tonight, south winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Becoming west with gusts up to 20 knots late this evening. Then become...
Alright, everybody, we have severe thunderstorm watch number. God damn it, what was that again? 415, about to be relayed. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relay time. Here we go. Please go off. Please go off. Please go off. Quiet! Quiet! Shut up! Quiet! Sussex XVR. Sussex SVR.
Impact, minor damage to vehicles is possible. Wind damage to roofs, trees, and power lines is possible. Locations impacted include Montague, Franklin, Hamburg, Sussex, Branchville, High Point, Pelletown, Highland Lake, Vernon Valley, Haynesville, and Crandon Lakes. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Here is the forecast for the New York City metropolitan area. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Showers with a chance of thunderstorms this evening. Then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar
I'll just copy and go.
impact,
My
damage to
vote was
roofs,
right out.
siding, and power lines is possible. Locations
sick.
affected include Morristown, Newton, Dover, Madison, Hopatcong, Florham Park, East Hanover, Lincoln Park, Kinlaw, Hutchetstown, Boonton, Butler, Wharton, Rockaway, Morris Plains, Mount Arlington, Franklin, Mendon, Mountain Lakes, and Stanhope. This includes the following highways: Interstate 80 in New Jersey between mile markers 18 and 49. Interstate 287 in New Jersey between mile markers 34 and 54. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The coastal waters forecast from Sandy Hook, New Jersey to Fire Island Inlet, New York out 20 nautical miles. For tonight, south winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Otherwise, gusts up to 20 knots. Alert after midnight. Seas to 14, occasionally to 5 seconds. Wave detail, south 3 feet at 5 seconds and southeast.
What is this?
Severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Washington to near Wena, moving east at 50 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damage to roofs, siding, trees, and power lines is possible. Locations impacted include New Brunswick, Perth Amboy, Morristown, Somerville, Somerset, Edison, Old Bridge, East Brunswick, Bridgewater, South Brunswick, Sayreville, North Brunswick, Carteret, Madison, Middlesex, Bound Brook, Manville, Chatham, Methuen, and Washington.
Shit, my friend's there.
This includes the following highways: New Jersey Turnpike between exits 10 and 12.
Uh-oh.
Interstate 78 in New
You
Jersey.
better get out of there.
between mile markers 9 and 42. Interstate 287 in New Jersey between mile markers 0 and 35. Garden State Parkway between mile markers 121 and 133. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The severe thunderstorm warning for West Central Mississippi, Southwestern Oregon, East Central Louisiana, Northwestern Bucks, and Southeastern North Jackson counties. Southeastern New York, Rockland County in southeastern New York until 6:15 p.m. At 5:29 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near West Milford, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour with gusts 10-quarter size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, minor hail damage to vehicles is possible. Expect wind damage to trees and power lines. This severe thunderstorm will be near West Milford around 5:35 p.m. Ringwood around 5:45 p.m. Sloatsburg around 5:55 p.m. Suffern around 6 p.m. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. The National Weather Service in Mount Holly, New Jersey has issued a severe southeastern Montgomery County in southeastern Pennsylvania, Bucks County in southeastern Pennsylvania, East Central Chester County in southeastern Pennsylvania, Philadelphia County in southeastern Pennsylvania, Northern Delaware County in southeastern Pennsylvania until 6:15 p.m. At 5:36 p.m., from Dublin to Radnor Township, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damage to roofs, siding, trees, and power lines is possible. Locations impacted include Philadelphia, Trenton, Bensalem, Ewing, Norristown, Willingboro, Lansdale, West Norton, East Norton, Lumberton, Princeton, Florence, Burlington, Bristol, Mount Holly, Percy, Doylestown, Byram, Riverside, and Conshohocken. This includes the following highways: New Jersey Turnpike between exits 5 and 7A. Pennsylvania Turnpike between mile markers 321 and 359. Northeast Extension between mile markers 21 and 32. Interstate 95 in Pennsylvania between mile markers 24 and 40. Interstate 76 in Pennsylvania between mile markers 327 and 341. Interstate 195 in New Jersey between mile markers 0 and 5. Interstate 295 in New Jersey between mile markers 39 and 76. Interstate 476 in Pennsylvania between mile markers 12 and 19. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Wind damage with these storms could occur before any rain or... The severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Sussex County will expire. The National Weather Service in Mount Holly, New Jersey has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Ocean County, eastern Mercer County, northeastern Burlington County, western Monmouth County, southern Middlesex County, until 6:30 p.m. At 5:50 p.m., a cluster of severe thunderstorms was located over Crosswicks near Trenton, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damage to roofs, siding, trees, and power lines is possible. Locations impacted include Old Bridge, Jackson, East Brunswick, Marlborough, Manalapan, Princeton, Mount Holly, Jamesburg, Highttown, Bordentown, Cranberry, Presidential Lakes Estates, Lakehurst, Allentown, Pemberton, Roosevelt, Wrighttown, East Freehold, Six Flags Theme Park, and Jacksonville. This includes the following highways: New Jersey Turnpike between exit 7 and 9. Interstate 195 in New Jersey between mile markers 1 and 25. Interstate 295 in New Jersey between mile markers 54 and 58. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Mount Holly, New Jersey has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for south central Jordan County in northwestern New Jersey, northwestern Camden County, Mercer. Severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Hopewell to near Palmyra, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damage to roofs, siding, trees, and power lines is possible. Locations impacted include Philadelphia, Trenton, Bensalem, Ewing, Willingboro, Princeton, Florence, Burlington, Bristol, Mount Holly, Riverside, Palmyra, Bordentown, Pennington, Beverly, Yardley, Hopewell, Tellertown, Langmore, and Florence Roebling. This includes the following highways: New Jersey Turnpike between exits 5 and 7A. Pennsylvania Turnpike between mile markers 352 and 359. Interstate 95 in Pennsylvania between mile markers 34 and 40. Interstate 195 in New Jersey between mile markers 0 and 3. Interstate 295 in New Jersey between mile markers 43 and 76. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
Oh shit!
The thunderstorm was located over New Brunswick, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source,
Oh my god.
impact, damage to roofs, siding, trees, and power lines is possible. Locations impacted include New Brunswick, Perth Amboy, Somerset, Edison, Old Bridge, East
About time we go off.
South Brunswick, Sayreville, North Brunswick, Carteret, Middlesex, Bound Brook, Manville, Methuen, Millstone.
Yeah, that's like where my friend is.
North Brunswick Township, Kendall Park, and Society Hill.
He just said SVR in the chat.
New Jersey Turnpike between exits 10 and 13. Interstate 287 in New Jersey between mile markers 0 and 14. Garden State Parkway between mile markers 116 and 134.
Oh boy, one more of the thing, then that's mine.
Floor of a building. The coastal waters forecast from Sandy Hook, New Jersey to Fire Island Inlet, New York out. Burlington County, Monmouth County, southern Middlesex County until 7:15 p.m. At 6:23 p.m.
What is that?
Severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Sayreville to near Clarksburg to Leopard, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damage to roofs, siding, trees, and power lines is possible. Locations impacted include Toms River, Long Branch, Asbury Park, Sandy Hook, Lakewood, Middletown, Old Bridge, Jackson, Howell, East Brunswick, Marlborough, Manalapan, Seton Falls, Holmdel, Lumberton, Red Bank, Beechwood, Mount Holly, Methuen, and Jamesburg. This includes the following highways: New Jersey Turnpike between exit 7 and 9. Interstate 195 in New Jersey between mile markers 2 and 34. Interstate 295 in New Jersey between mile markers 53 and 58. Garden State Parkway between mile markers 78 and 122. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Thunderstorms approaching the waters. The areas affected include Long Island, Fort Jefferson, New York.
Yep, I knew it.
New Jersey has issued a special marine warning for coastal and outer waters from Sandy Hook to Little Lake Inlet, New Jersey until 8:30 p.m. At 6:20 p.m., strong thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Raritan Bay to 12 nautical miles west of Pine Beach, moving east at 20 knots. Hazard, wind gusts to nearly 50 knots. Source, radar. Impact, small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Locations impacted include Ocean Gate, Seagirt Reef, Leonardo, Atlantic Highlands, Monmouth Beach, Seabright, Axel Carlson Reef, Silverton, Fairhaven, La Valette, Shark River Reef, Point Pleasant Beach, Belmar, Seaside Park, Manasquan Inlet, Pine Beach, and Sandy Hook Reef. Move to Safe Harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Frequent lightning is occurring with these storms. If caught on the open water, stay below deck if possible and keep away from ungrounded objects. From Sandy Hook, New Jersey to Fire Island Inlet, New York. thunderstorm was located over Clifford Beach, moving east at 20 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. The strong thunderstorm will be near Raritan Bay around 6:40 p.m. Sandy Hook Bay around 6:50 p.m. Lower New York Harbor around 7 p.m. Boaters should seek safe harbor immediately until the storm passes. Wind gusts 34 knots or greater, small hail, high waves, lightning, and heavy rain are expected with the storm. If caught on the open water, stay below deck if possible. Keep away from ungrounded metal objects. Weather statement for the following areas in New Jersey.
Yeah, please get my dinner.
Severe thunderstorm warning for southern Fairfield County, southern Westchester County in southeastern New York, Rockland County in southeastern New York until 7:30 p.m.
Don't say it, please don't say
6:38
it.
p.m. A severe thunderstorm is located over Dobbs Ferry, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail.
Please, I'm hungry.
Source, radar indicated. Impact, minor hail damage to vehicles is possible. Expect wind damage to trees and power lines. This severe thunderstorm will be near White Plains and Harrison around 6:45 p.m. Port Chester
Should be done by now.
6:50 p.m. Sanford around 7 p.m. Darien around 7:10 p.m. Norwalk around 7:15 p.m. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Somerset.
Can I please get my dinner now?
The National Weather Service in New York has issued a special marine warning for Long Island Sound west of New Haven, Connecticut, Port Jefferson, New York, until 8 p.m. At 7:01 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located over Execution Rocks, moving east at 15 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. The strong thunderstorm will be near Baxter Estates, Execution Rocks, Hempstead Harbor, Mamaroneck Harbor, and Manhasset Bay around 7:05 p.m. Oyster Bay Harbor around 7:20 p.m. Cold Spring Harbor and Oyster Bay around 7:25 p.m. Huntington Bay around 7:40 p.m. Boaters should seek safe harbor immediately until the storm passes. Wind gusts 34 knots or greater, small hail, high waves, lightning, and heavy rain are expected with the storm. If caught on the open water,
It's gonna be a doubleheader.
from ungrounded metal objects.
It's a doubleheader. It's a doubleheader.
The National Weather Service in Upton, New York has issued a special marine warning for Sandy Hook, New Jersey to Fire Island Inlet, New York out 20 nautical miles, New York Harbor, until 8 p.m. At 7:03 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located near Sandy Hook, moving east at 20 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. The strong thunderstorm will remain over mainly open waters. Boaters should seek safe harbor immediately until the storm passes. Wind gusts 34 knots or greater, small hail, high waves, lightning, and heavy rain are expected with the storm. If caught on the open water, stay below deck if possible. Keep away from ungrounded metal objects.
Oh my god.
Service in Mount Holly, New Jersey has issued a special marine warning for coastal and outer waters from Manasquan Inlet to Little Egg Inlet, New Jersey, until 8:30 p.m. At 7:02 p.m., this truck was located
Where was that from?
along the line extending from New Ocean Gate to 14 nautical miles
Never did
northwest
see
of
that
Atlantic
shit.
City, moving east at 35 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar. Impact, small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Locations impacted include Beach Haven, Barnegat Light, North Beach Haven, Garden State North Reef, Ship Bottom, Barnegat Light Reef, Garden State South Reef, Harvey Cedars, and Fort River. Move to Safe Harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. The coastal waters forecast from Sandy Hook, New Jersey to Fire Island Inlet, New National Weather Service in London, New York has issued a special marine warning for Central Long Island Sound until 8:15 p.m. At 7:12 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located over Penfield Reef, moving east at 15 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. A strong thunderstorm will be near Penfield Reef, Bridgeport, and mouth of the Housatonic River around 7:20 p.m.
Who also did this?
Stratford Shoal around 7:35 p.m. Boaters should seek safe harbor immediately until this storm passes. Wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Small hail, high waves, lightning, and heavy rain are expected with this storm. If caught on the open water, stay below deck if possible. Keep away from ungrounded metal objects. Here is a special weather statement for the following areas in Connecticut, southern Fairfield, and northern.
Please stop it.
The National Weather Service in Upton, New York has issued a special marine warning for Central Long Island Sound until 8:15 p.m. At 7:15 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located over Huntington Bay, moving east at 15 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. The strong thunderstorm will be near Huntington Bay around 7:20 p.m. Smithtown Bay around 7:35 p.m. Port Jefferson Harbor around 7:55 p.m. Boaters should seek safe harbor immediately until this storm passes. Wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Small hail, high waves, lightning, and heavy rain are expected with this storm. If caught on the open water, stay below deck if possible. Keep away from ungrounded metal objects. Here is a special weather statement. Inlet, New York out 40 nautical miles. Morges Inlet, the Montauk Point, New York out 20 nautical miles. Long Island South Shore Bays until 8:30 p.m. At 7:23 p.m., strong thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near South Oyster Bay to near Shark River Reef, moving east at 35 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Strong thunderstorms will be near Fire Island Inlet around 7:30 p.m. Greytown Bay around 7:40 p.m. Code 44025 around 7:45 p.m. Morges Inlet around 8:10 p.m. Boaters should seek safe harbor immediately until these storms pass. Wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Small hail, high waves, lightning, and heavy rain are expected with these storms. If caught on the open water, stay below deck if possible. Keep away from ungrounded metal objects. Here
You
is
have
a
few
special
web
weather statement
messages.
for the following. New York has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for 55 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to trees and power lines. This severe thunderstorm will be near Rocky Point around 7:55 p.m. Wading River around 8 p.m. Calverton around 8:10 p.m. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. The coastal waters forecast from Sandy Hook, New Jersey to Fire Island. The National Weather Service in Upper New York has issued a special marine warning for Central Long Island Sound, Peconic and Gardiner's Bays until 8:45 p.m. At 7:50 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Herrick Point, moving east at 25 knots. Hazard, wind gusts in excess of 50 knots and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, boats could suffer significant structural damage in high winds. Small craft could capsize in suddenly high waves. The severe thunderstorm will be near Herrick Point around 7:55 p.m. Great Peconic Bay around 8:35 p.m. Boaters should seek safe harbor immediately until the storm passes. Wind gusts in excess of 50 knots, small hail, high waves, lightning, and heavy rain are expected with this storm. If caught on the open water, stay below deck if possible. Keep away from ungrounded metal objects.